Good morning, children. Today we are starting the new chapter, chemical changes and reactions. So let's start. Chemical changes means one or more substances changes into one or more new substances. Means matter changes into new substance or substances. So here those substances taking part in the chemical reaction, these are called reactant, and after the reaction we get the result, and this result will be the product. So those substances taking part in the chemical reaction called reactants, and after the reaction we get the product. So this is the chemical reaction. Chemical reaction and chemical change, same thing. We can say chemical change or chemical reaction. So chemical change, chemical reaction, we can express, we can represent by using the symbol and formula. So here representation of the chemical reaction by using the symbol and formula, this is called the chemical equation. So we can say chemical equation, this is the shorthand form of the chemical reaction. So chemical equation is the shorthand form of the chemical reaction. So here we can understand by seeing this chemical equation. For example, nitrogen react with the hydrogen, we get the ammonia. Nitrogen react with the hydrogen, we get the ammonia. So here nitrogen react with hydrogen, we get the ammonia, and after that we can balance here like this, and this is the sign of the reversibility. So here irreversible sign or reversibility sign you have studied in the previous chapter. So here nitrogen react with the hydrogen, we get the ammonia, and during the chemical reaction breaking and formation of the bond takes place. So we can understand here, for example nitrogen here, so we can write in this manner nitrogen triple bond nitrogen, because between the nitrogen three covalent bond present. Then hydrogen, so between the hydrogen single covalent bond. So here breaking of the bond takes place, means breaking and the formation of the bond takes place simultaneously. So here breaking of the bond, here also breaking of the bond, and then after we get the product ammonia. So here nitrogen, this nitrogen combined with this hydrogen, and this nitrogen combined with this hydrogen. So here we can see 3s2 means one nitrogen required 3 hydrogen, and the second nitrogen also required 3 hydrogen. Then here formula will be NH3, and here 2 molecule of NH3. So here we can see in this chemical equation breaking of the bond means nitrogen molecule this broken, and hydrogen molecule this also broken, and after this nitrogen after breaking, we can say after breaking the nitrogen molecule and hydrogen molecule, the nitrogen combined with the hydrogen and we get the ammonia. So here breaking and formation of the bond takes place simultaneously. And after this we can see here reactant means those substances combined, this is called the reactant, means those substances taking part in the chemical reaction. So here called reactant, these are the reactants, and result here product. So in the previous chapter you have studied chemical change, new substance developed, and next here characteristic of the chemical reaction. So characteristic of the chemical reaction, we can see here many characteristics are given. So page number 20 you can see characteristics are given. Characteristics of the chemical reactions are given. So here change of color. First of all, change of color. means here chemical reaction, we can say chemical reaction different on the basis of the different characteristics. So in the some chemical reaction color change, in the some chemical reaction gas evolved, in the some chemical reaction precipitate develop. So by seeing these characteristics, we can say this is the chemical reaction. Means a particular reaction, by seeing these characteristics, on the basis of these characteristics, we can say chemical reaction. So here one by one you can see change of color. So here two examples are given, copper nitrate and copper nitrate. Here this change into the cupric oxide, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. So if you see this copper nitrate, after writing we will balance 4NO2 and O2. In this chemical equation we can see here copper nitrate, the color of the copper nitrate blue color, and by heating we will get the black color substance, black color residue, and this is the cupric oxide, CuO. So copper second oxide we can say, or cupric oxide, and the color of this black color. Nitrogen dioxide, this is the yellowish gas, nitrogen dioxide, and oxygen, this is colorless gas. So here if we heat the copper nitrate color blue, by heating we get the residue material, solid residue material, this is also solid substance, blue color, and by heating we get the solid substance cupric oxide, and this cupric oxide color black. And two other gases we get, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. Nitrogen dioxide, this is yellowish gas, yellow color, and oxygen colorless gas. So here by seeing the residue color we can say this is the chemical change, because here cupric copper nitrate, copper second nitrate or cupric nitrate we can say the color of this blue, and by heating this change into the new substances. So new substance cupric oxide, this is the residue, or copper second oxide, this color here black, and nitrogen dioxide, oxygen, so these are the gases, nitrogen dioxide yellowish gas and oxygen colorless gas. In the same manner, if we take the lead nitrate Pb, so here we can say lead second nitrate, PbNO3 twice means lead second nitrate. By heating we get the PbO, nitrogen dioxide, oxygen. Here also we will balance in the same manner. And here we can see lead second nitrate, the lead second nitrate here, the color white. And this lead monoxide, and also we can say litharge, and then two other gases, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. So here litharge we are getting PbO, and the color of this yellow color. So here if we heat the lead nitrate color white, by heating this substance changing into the new substances. So here lead monoxide means we will say litharge, PbO, and the color of this yellow, then nitrogen dioxide and oxygen gas level. So here these are the example where we are seeing the change in color. And next example, here we can see evolution of gas. Evolution of gas. So here in this example, evolution of the gas. So here page number 20, many examples are given. We can see evolution of gas. Second point here, sodium sulfide react with the sulfuric acid. When the sodium sulfide react with the sulfuric acid, we get the sulfur dioxide gas. So here sodium sulfide react with the sulfuric acid, we get sodium sulfate, water and sulfur dioxide gas. So here we are getting the sulfur dioxide gas. So we can see here Na2SO3 react with the sulfuric acid, means H2SO4, and we get sodium sulfate plus water plus sulfur dioxide gas. So here sulfur dioxide, this is the gas we get here, and sulfuric acid we will take in dilute form, Na2SO4, water, sulfur dioxide we get, and here sulfur dioxide, this is the gas. In the same manner, if we see the second example here, calcium carbonate react with the hydrochloric acid dilute, we get calcium chloride, water and carbon dioxide gas. So here in this second equation we are getting carbon dioxide gas. In the third chemical reaction, that ammonium chloride react with the calcium hydroxide, and here we are getting the ammonia gas. So page number 20 you can see these are given here, chemical reactions characteristics. So here change in color, change of color, and after this evolution of gas. So here in the third example, ammonium chloride react with the calcium hydroxide, and we get the gas here ammonia, NH3, and two other substances, calcium chloride and water we get. Formation of precipitate. So in the some chemical reaction, precipitate develop. Precipitate means insoluble solid substance develop. Insoluble solid substance. So here if we see this here, lead nitrate react with the sodium chloride. Lead nitrate react with the sodium chloride. So here both are in solution form, and after this we get NaNO3, sodium nitrate and PbCl2. PbCl2 here precipitate, and this is the insoluble solid material we get. PbCl2, this is the precipitate, and precipitate we will represent by the downward arrow. So this is the representation of the precipitate, and also we can write here PPT, precipitate, and we can represent the precipitate by the downward arrow. So here in this chemical reaction, in this chemical equation, we can see here, when the lead nitrate react with the sodium chloride, we get sodium nitrate and PbCl2, lead chloride. So here this PbCl2, this is in white color. This is white color precipitate, and this is insoluble solid material. So here in this chemical reaction, that aqueous solution, but after the reaction we get the insoluble solid material, and this here insoluble solid material, this is a PbCl2, and the color of this insoluble solid material white color. And after this, in the same manner, second example, CuSO4, means in the formation of precipitate, second example we can see CuSO4 means copper sulfate react with the sodium hydroxide, and we get the sodium sulfate and the precipitate CuOH twice, means cupric hydroxide, means copper second hydroxide. So here this is the precipitate, and this copper second hydroxide precipitate color here pale blue color. So this is copper second hydroxide color here pale blue, and this is the precipitate. And next, evolution or absorption of the heat. So in the chemical reaction, absorption of the heat takes place or evolution of the heat takes place. So here, if the absorption of the heat takes place, means the chemical reaction proceed by the absorption of the heat energy. So this chemical reaction is called the endothermic. Means here this is the endothermic chemical reaction. So the chemical reaction takes place by the absorption of the heat energy. This is called endothermic chemical reaction. And when the reaction proceed by the evolution of heat energy, this is called the exothermic chemical reaction. So here exothermic and endothermic, we can see these example. So if we take nitrogen react with the hydrogen and we get the ammonia. And this is the example of exothermic reaction. In the same manner, when the nitrogen react with the oxygen, so here two examples are given. Nitrogen react with the hydrogen, we get the ammonia, and this is the example of exothermic reaction. Because in this chemical reaction the heat energy evolved. So here the evolution of the heat energy takes place. And due to the evolution of the heat energy, means here heat energy release. So this is the region we are representing here plus delta T. So plus delta T representing the energy release. And we write here on the right hand side, means on the product side, plus delta T. So if the particular chemical reaction release heat energy, so we represent by the plus delta T on the product side. And this chemical reaction we can see nitrogen react with the oxygen and this give the nitric oxide, NO. And this is the example of endothermic reaction. Endothermic. Because here heat energy absorbed. So when we proceed, when we give the heat energy to this chemical reaction, so this chemical reaction give the product nitric oxide. So here in this chemical reaction heat energy absorbed, means for the reaction of nitrogen and oxygen, here heat energy required. Heat energy required. So by absorbing the heat energy, nitrogen and oxygen react with each other and this give the product nitric oxide. So here due to the reaction, for the reaction 1000 degree Celsius temperature required for changing into the nitric oxide. So this is the example of endothermic reaction. Here heat energy absorbed and here heat energy released. So when the heat energy released, we will say exothermic, and when the heat energy absorbed, we will say endothermic reaction.